session. Drop in the comment section if this is your first time joining any of our events, whether either physical or virtual. We would like to know you if you are joining for the first time. Thank you once again for joining, and we are here. Today's topic is back to the basics, winning sales beyond the social media hats. And who else are we supposed to bring on board if not for our brand growth catalyst experts in person of Abisoye Osho. So in the course of this webinar, you get to meet her. So welcome once again. We appreciate everyone that has joined so far. My name is Olubu Salakan Model, and I will be the moderator for this session. I am equally the community director for She Finds Her Voice, the community for women. It's glad to have everyone here. Drop how you feel in the comment section. Yay, Gbemisola, thank you, Gbemisola. Thanks for being here. So we're a community of women, helping women to rise, to speak up and thrive. And this is our mission and our vision for every woman in this community. You are here to be empowered. We provide you the right tools and resources, the support needed to develop strong communication skills, advocate for yourself anywhere you find yourself, in whatever room you find yourself. You are valid, your voice is valid, and being in that room is very, very essential for your growth. So this is one of our mission in the community of women. There is our vision. If you are joining us for the first time, the vision also has been stated there. So we'll create the atmosphere for you and create a world for women confidently and effectively using their voices to drive positive change and achieve their full potential in the workplace or in the business. So community for women is not just for our 9 to 5 career women. It is for every woman out there that doesn't want to shrink and you are willing to take up spaces. Next slide, please, Amara. Thank you. This is the team. We have the founder and every other member of the community. So far, what we have done in the community so far, from the beginning of the year, we had our January webinar that was hosted and also taken by our founder, Dr. Jam. You can see that there where we taught women how to reclaim their voice and also visit their vision, using their voice to achieve what they aim for in life. Our second webinar was that was the February webinar. It was fully packed and was handled by women in the community. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have our third event for the year, webinar for the year, and it was an hybrid event, both physical and virtual. And for everyone that attended the virtual, and for that attended the physical event, you will be a testimony to the fact that it was a day packed with energy, fun, and impactful session. We have some pictures from the session that we had. So this is just to pepper those women that missed our physical session. So if you're in the community, these are the things that you stand to gain. You'll get to enjoy our monthly webinars where we teach because we believe continuous network. We believe continuous learning is very essential for growth. You will get mentorship and leadership conversations that help you grow and also confidence building. We have a weekly challenge that we do, our Wednesday LinkedIn challenge. Also, we've taught our women in the group how to have clarity around their vision and also learning. Here also, you enjoy networking with women of like minds. Next slide, Amara. Meet the engine room of this community, our founder, in person of Dr. Olajumoke Aleoke Malakai. She's a people and HR leader, career influencer, and founder of She Finds Her Voice. Our founder has wide experience, over 15 years in HR leadership, working with C-suite executives. She's a top leader in her field. Her core expertise, talent management and career development, emotional intelligence and employee engagement, AI and future of the work, and so on and so forth. She has gotten recognitions all over. She's LinkedIn top voice career women for 2023, top 100 career women in Africa, top HR and talent leader, multiple awards from 2020 to 2025. So you know that you are not dealing with a local champion. Our founder is a global leader, which is what we want every woman in this community to enjoy and have focus on. This is our life patron in person of Madam Phil Idokoge. She has a vast experience managing people, managing women community as such. So going on, we move on to meeting our speaker for the day, who is going to do justice to the theme of today's webinar. Yeah, meet Abisoye Osho Rosalia. She's a growth catalyst and a brand magician. She has over 11 years experience in marketing, sales, and business growth across FMCG, automotive, tech, and retail. Her current role is currently a marketing manager, leading national strategy, product development, and B2B expansion for all leading FMCG brands. Our core strength is traditional sales and route to market strategy, driving growth through retail penetration, distribution, and grassroots execution. Notable achievement for Bisoye would be a first female sales professional at the Michelin Nigeria in over 52 years. She has led digital transformation and boosted brand sales and visibility. Bisoye also do consulting work for a lot of SMEs in product launching, distribution channels, and scalable growth strategies. Bisoye is well read and has qualification and training. She has an MSc Marketing and Communication from the Rome Business School, BSc English and Literary Studies from Bangkok University, and she's a certified PR and customer relationship management expert. Bisoye has a passion for women and she advocates for women's confidence in the workplace, for visibility and greater impact. So permit me to hand over the session to Bisoye to do justice to the theme of the webinar. Thank you. Over to you, Bisoye. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much, Olubusola. I am so grateful and I am so happy to be here today. Thank you so much to our grand patron of the community. And I also want to thank Dr. Jam for this fantastic opportunity to be here today. I'm trying to share my screen. Just give me a few minutes. Yes.
While she's doing that, give us reactions. Welcome, Bisoye. Thanks for being here and doing this with us. So let's have reactions in the chat room or from the reaction box. You're welcome, Bisoye, and we are waiting for what you have to share with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please confirm if everybody can see my screen so that I can get right into it today.
Yes, we
I want to see the
can.
people that are in the community. I can see Mercy. I can
Amarachi.
see Latifa. I can see Amarachi, Halima, Sola yourself. I can see everybody. I can see Olatayo, Aminat, Agbaje, Gbemi, Sola, Sinuade. Thank you for being here. I really, truly hope that the next 40 minutes would be a fantastic time where I would be able to share knowledge with you. And hopefully at the end of the day, you would be able to, please confirm if you can see my screen. Is it clear?
Yes.
Fantastic. So thank you. Before we get into it today, I want us to take a deep breath. Firstly, you showed up today in the middle of everything you're managing, your job, your business, your responsibility. You made time to be here. That's no small feat. This tells me the kind of woman that we are building in this community, the kind of quality life that we're building for ourselves and the impact that we're trying to make in this world. So here is my promise to you. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to give you something practical, something you can act on this week, and something that will make you see your business differently by the time that we are done. My name is Abisoye Osho, as Olubusoye has mentioned. I'm a growth catalyst and a brand magician. And through Dextro Sapphire Consults, I work with ambitious women who are building real businesses, often alongside full-time careers and full lives. I have sat across so many smart women talented women who are doing fantastic things, who are doing all the right things on social media and still wondering why the sales are not matching the effort. Today, I want to change that story. This session is called Back to Basics, Winning Sales Beyond Social Media Ads. And by the end of it, you will have at least 3 sales channels to explore and a clear first step to take before the week is out. Now, let's get into it. I'm trying to open my meeting room. Give me a minute, please. You know why that is the situation that I have here. Give me a minute, please. Why can't I find this? Okay, I think I'm making. Please, can you confirm what you can see on the screen at the moment? Is this still my introduction slide?
Yes, the title, Winning Sales Beyond Social Media Ads. That's all that's showing.
Okay, I wanted to be sure what was on that. Okay, so let's get right to it. Why are we here today? And it's going to be as simple and as clear, as legible as possible. Please confirm if you can see my screen again. What's the problem? What are we talking about here today? You've been creating and posting and boosting and spending and burning out, and the sales still is not coming. You cannot understand why you spend your time creating content, while you spend your time, you have started a business, you love the business, either it's a product or it's a service. You keep showing up, you create the content, you film reels out of you mommying after work and you being a boss during the day, you write the captions, you boost up your post, you run the ads, and yet the sales are not reflecting the effort. The conversion is not coming. You are spending more and more money on ads and getting less return. And somewhere in all of that, without even noticing, you are burning out. So please, before I continue, I would like us to signify, if you are on this webinar today, please signify if you currently have a business that you're running, either as a full-time or on the side. Please raise your hand. I would like 2 or 3 people, I'd like to take 2 or 3 people to tell me what business they are running and how long they have been running it. I would like to hear from you so that I know that what I'm saying is driving the message home. So 2 or 3 people, please raise your hand in the comment section if you currently have a business. Either it is full-time, either it's a literal or virtual. Please raise your hand in the comment section. Please tell me what kind of business you're currently running. Anybody? Anybody, please? Okay, I can see Bemi Sala's hand up, Ronke Fashero up. Do you want to please speak? You can unmute and tell me what kind of business you're currently running. I need more hands. I'd just like to know if I'm speaking to the right audience or if I need to tweak what my message is here today.
Good evening, Safisoye. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this honor. I run a character center. By character center, it's I run an outfit that promotes character development with children. So it runs like an after school. We've been in operations for about 8 years, but we also do co-curricular activities like etiquette and poise for secondary schools and also primary schools. So that's kind of business I do. I'm a social intelligence coach for teenagers. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Ronke Fasher.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
Can everyone hear me?
I can.
Okay, all right. Nice to meet you, Abisoye Osho. It's been a lovely session since you started. Okay, so I run a event planning business. It's called Gather & Co. Basically, we plan intimate events, also workshops and conferences, and we also offer consultation services, project management to companies who want to implement project management in their system. Yes, so that's what we do.
Fantastic. Thank you, Gbemisola. Is there anybody else who would like to tell us what they currently do as a side business or as a full-time at the moment? Anybody with products? Dr. Jam, I saw your comment. You said you have a consulting business. Fantastic. I think we're all aware of that. I'm going to talk about service in my conversation, but I'd like somebody, maybe one or two persons with products. Is there anybody on the platform today that has products, that have a product-based business? Nobody that is signifying their hands. Okay, I'll just take it that we have many more service-based. Okay, Olubusola, I see your hands up. Do you want to tell me?
Yes, I know one or two people that have products, and I myself, I have products, but I think they're just shy to speak up. So you can drop it in the chat if you do not want to speak. At
Okay,
least I know I've
fantastic. So
identified one or two
drop
people.
it in the chat. I'd like to
Yeah.
see. Thank you so much for that, Busola. Please drop it in the chat. I'd
Yes,
just like to know what kind of
I've
people.
also ventured into fabric business that I've not really taken full skill. So I know this is really for me, and I'm going to take the learning points.
Okay,
So
in fact, your business really fits what we're talking about today, to be honest. Anyways, if you're shy to speak, please know that I am not scary. Okay, I'm human and I'm actually pretty fun. So please, you can speak up. It's a very fantastic community here. And then we all really want to find our voices. So this is not a time to be shy. That's the basis of why this community has been created, so that we can speak up when it matters. Or
we
even
have
sometimes when it
Damola's hand raised. There's another hand raised.
Okay,
Adedamola Agbala. So I guess she
Adedamola,
wants to
please
be. Amarachi also wants to
to
speak.
us.
Now they are not shy again. They've forgotten
I
that this is
love
the
it.
community where you use your voice. So use your voice and be visible. Thank you.
Please
So
use your
Damola,
voice.
over
I
to
like
you.
to hear it. Thank you. Adedamola, you want to go first? Adedamola, do you want to go first? Are you there? Did you mute your microphone?
I guess she's having network issue. Amarachi can go because Amarachi's hand is also raised. So we can
Okay.
have Amarachi
Please
speak.
go. Tell me, what kind of business do you currently run?
So currently, I run an organic beverage business, more like a side hustle.
Okay.
So I've not really been so serious about it, but I guess from this training, I'll be able to know how to position myself and get a broader
Perspective.
Yes, thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. Adedamola, can you hear us now? Do you want to go, or should we just proceed? I'm sure you can drop it in the comment section if you have an issue with your microphone.
Let me drop something in the comment section.
Okay. Let me see what
Demisola Rose, I also run a cosmetic business called Leah's Secrets, where we make lip glosses, lipsticks, lip balms, foundation, etc. We aspire to be a full cosmetic brand.
Wow,
So,
Demisola, you are very busy. The same Demisola has a service-based business and also has a product-based business. Fantastic. Demisola, this session is for you. It's for you. I would appreciate that you take your time and add whatever questions you have. Please put them down. I'll be willing to take all the questions after this session. So let's quickly get into it. Let's get into it very quickly. Okay. Now, that's the problem. We all have businesses, and someone tells us, listen, if you want to start a business in Nigeria today, just go and open a social media page, open an Instagram page, open a Facebook page, and start to post, and everybody's going to see it, and they're going to love it, and they're going to buy it. But the honest truth is that that's not how it really works. That's not the truth. Because when you do everything that you're supposed to do, you create the pages, you open the social media pages, you post every day, you are creating content, you are building different all sorts of content blocks, and spend a day with me, help me source my product. Some of us are even doing behind the scenes, sort of content. We are spending money, lots of money on ads, because we are anticipating that when we do all of this bits, which is what Uncle Mark or digital markets has told us to do, then the sales will follow. That's actually not the reality of it. You are doing everything you're supposed to do. You're doing everything you've been told, but the sales is not coming through. Then it begins to affect things like your margin, your profits, and everything in between. Now here, what am I trying to do today? Well, I'm trying to help you identify other sales channels that you can focus on whilst you are having anxiety or being stressed about digital marketing platforms. I'm trying to help you learn about these other platforms. I'm trying to help you harness them, master them, and measure them, and hopefully give you certain parameters that you can use to identify when it is time to scale this growth. What am I promising today? I'm promising one thing. At the end of this session, you would be able to have 3 new sales channels that you can explore and a clear step that you can take starting tomorrow this week. I'm not promising a lot. I'm not telling you to go and shut down your Instagram or your social or your Facebook page. I'm not asking you to go and close down your TikTok pages. No, I'm simply telling you that at the end of this session, you have 3 new channels, which if you sit down and scale, you will be able to scale your business and ensure sale every day and every week. Now, in getting into this session, I'm going to start with certain truths. There are certain truths that are fundamental. Digital is here to stay. Do we all agree with this? Please, if you agree with me, you can signify in the comment section. Digital is here to stay. It is going absolutely nowhere. And because that is the reality, AI is also here to stay. We all know that when you check all the skill sets of the skill you're supposed to be learning, what the different metrics people are measuring the skills that people should be learning today, you find AI on the top of it. And right underneath it, you have other forms of AI or other forms of coding or other forms of using AI, because it is here to stay. It's going nowhere. We've spent the last multiple decades trying to transition into where these things are supposed to come here and they're supposed to be useful and they're here to stay. However, in the spirit of AI staying, there are certain things that would never go away. Things like selling. Selling is a universal skill that is required in any form, shape, size in life. You are in a corporate, you require selling skills. You are in digital space, you require selling skills. In your home, you require selling skills, because sometimes you need to actually negotiate with your children and your spouses and get them to see your side of the story or your own part of what you believe in. So every day you are selling something. The idea that every day you go out and there's something that you're exchanging for money that you're using to run your life or live your life, it means that you're selling something. Your skill set, you're selling it, or whatever it is. Selling would forever, regardless of what AI is saying, would forever be here and will forever be novel. Another thing that is going nowhere really is traditional selling. It is not old-fashioned. Traditional selling is here to stay. Before there was anything like social media, before there was digital, before anything was digital, there were books, actual books that our forefathers wrote down. There was nothing digital about it. Before the advent of telephones, before the whole thing, the whole trajectory started to grow, there was traditional sales. It's going absolutely nowhere. Now, I want people to tell me, what do you think is that one thing, regardless of what is going to come in another, say, 20, 30 years, how AI is going to generate, how AI is going to take up all the tax, how AI is going to take out all of our jobs. AI is here to stay, it's going to take our jobs, all that fear mongering. Can people please share with me? I'd like to hear from 1 or 2 persons on here to please tell me that one thing that is never going away. Can you please share? You can signify, open your your microphone to speak, or you can just drop it in the comment section. Tell me, what do you think is that one thing that is going nowhere? What is that one thing that is going nowhere? Are we here? Can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Okay, so I was saying that, can you tell me one thing that is going nowhere? Can you drop in the comment section? I'd like to see what people are telling me.
Technology, advancements in technology.
Okay, what else? What else is going nowhere? Please share with me what else is going nowhere. What are the things you believe are not going anywhere?
The
I
care,
can
the
see
care,
what
the
I can
care
see word of
industry.
mouth advertising.
The care industry is also going to be here for a while.
The care industry, that's the people taking care of people, right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? What are the things you believe is not going anywhere? Word of mouth advertising, Dr. Jam, I can see that. Anyways, let's proceed, right? Consumption is going nowhere. Humans are here to stay. The people, the human beings that God created, they are going to forever consume. They are going to consume. Physical consumption, the AI, the digital, all the novel things that are being created today, they are going to be used up by human beings. Human beings are going to continually use, consume, eat, use, apply, buy. They're going to continually use it. In fact, the only reason why people continue to create and people continue to innovate, why people continue to change and trajectory is because they know that there's a market for it. And the market are human beings. AI, machines, process automation is going to come and take up the task. But only the people, the existing people, are going to consume this particular, whatever the novelty is. So what that means is that whatever is in your hands right now, regardless of what digital is saying, regardless of what is happening out there, people are there to use it, to consume it. People are going to eat up, use up, or buy whatever it is that you're serving. You have a business, you have a lip gloss business, you have a fabric business. People are going to actually buy the fabric. Machines are never going to buy the fabric. Machines are not going to be the ones to sew it. You know, even though they are, yeah, machines can be created to sew the fabric. Machines can be created to make the fabric, but machines cannot wear whatever you have made out of it. So what it means is that people are going to be the ones to use it. You want to create services where people have to help people help their career. Machines are going to do it. Machines are going to make all of this happen. Automation is going to take a bit of it away. But you know one thing that's never going to go away? The people that are actually going to use it. The human beings are going to continually consume whatever it is that is being innovated, that is being created. And so why then, you know, my question really now is, why then do we have the digital rat race? There's something we call the digital rat race in the digital space. Every day, businesses are being created on a daily basis. Please confirm if you're still with me. Can I please see your hands in the comment section if you're still with us, if anyone can hear me. If you're still with me, please let me see if you're still with me. Just say hi, hi, hi. If you're still with us, say hello, say hi, hi, I'm here. I can see a lot of hi's. Please tell us hi. You can see me. Fantastic. Thank you, Marachi. Thank you, Oladayo, I think. Thank you. I can see your hands are up. Please, if you can say, if you see me, say hi, hi, hi. If you can still hear what I'm saying, please say hi. Fantastic. Adedamola, thank you. I can see you're still with me. So why do we have the digital rat race? You know, this is such a big deal. Let me take you through the cycle that so many of us are caught up in. You create content today, then you spend on ads because the organic reach is not enough. Then you get low conversion because the reach is supposed to translate into sales, but it is not translating into sales. Then someone else comes and tells you, listen, it is because you are not creating content. People's attention span is lower. You need to create content that catches their attention. Okay, that's fine. You go back, you spend time creating the content, you post consistently. You are trying a different format every day. Algorithm is not your mate. Every day it is changing. And every week you start that race over and over again. It is not a strategy. It's actually a treadmill. It keeps roving over and over and over again. Let's actually name what this actually feels like, right? Because the experience is more than just the money. Burnout. There is one, the burnout. Posting daily, every day after work, after waking up at 4 a.m. or at 5 a.m. in the morning or at 6 a.m. in the morning, you still have to create time to post on that social media page. Either it's on TikTok, which is heavy on videos, or it is on Instagram, where you can post either still graphics. Don't forget, you also have to incur the cost of hiring a graphic personnel, or you have to need to devote your time into spending time on how to learning Canva, what AI has been able to provide for us. So you spend time writing captions, responding to comments, DMs, even in the middle of meetings, you are responding to your customer via DMs. All of this, tops running a business and actually still living your life. The content machine never stops. Just because you created the best content this week does not mean that that content is going to serve you next week. It's actually pretty exhausting. What's the second thing? Anxiety. You are constantly anxious. You are hoping and anticipating that this content you have created this week, or this novel thing that you have done this week, is going to serve you for the rest of the month. No, because you know that it is not. You are constantly anxious. Is it going to work? Am I going to make sale this week? Does this speak to the right audience? Did I post it at the right time? How many likes did I get? Is it 2,000 likes? Is it 3,000 likes? Am I growing fast enough? Are people liking my content? What I posted, does it resonate with people? In many cases, some people saw it, liked it truly, but they didn't react to it. An algorithm would not tell you that somebody liked it and didn't react to it, because there's no human touch to it. You're constantly anxious. Am I even right? Do I even have the right product? Am I talking to the right people? Am I posting the right things? There's constant anxiety. And then when all the response to all that question in your head is no, realize, okay, what is the next best thing? Let me spend money on ads. Maybe when I put money in it, when Uncle Mark takes some of my money, he's gonna be able to show this my novel product, or this my fantastic content to more people. And then you put your money in it, even when you have not made that sale. Every time you post or you boost or post or run a campaign, the budget gets used. Uncle Mark takes his money every time. Either you made a sale or you didn't make a sale, but the return is not consistent. If you spend 500,000 naira today on ads, there's no guarantee that there's any sale is going to come out of that spend. However, Uncle Mark will take his 500,000 naira regardless of that or not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Often, actually, it does not. And the cost keeps getting high. All of these three things that I've mentioned, does it resonate? Does it sound does it resonate to any of us? Do we feel like any of these three things we are currently experiencing it? Can anybody tell me one of their experiences and tell me how they're experiencing any of these three items at the moment? Tell me, does it hit close to home? Are you currently do you have an ad spend at the moment on your social media page? You know how you say, listen, I have a consulting service, and then I'm running an ad to say, oh, listen, I can do this for you. The cost of your service is 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira. You have run an ad of 500,000 naira. However, you have not even made that money back. Please tell me I'd like to hear one or two of us talk to us about either you started feeling constant burnout, you are anxious about your digital pages, or you are currently burnt out on running ads. Please let me read a few responses in the chat. Tell me what your experiences are in this chat before we proceed. Thank you. I'm waiting to read from you in the chat box. Have you experienced anxiety in any way? Are you anxious? Like tonight, you're already anxious. Listen, if I don't make any sale this week, how am I going to survive? Or are you anxious about, you don't even have a content calendar for this month? You felt like this April, like this, I've not even posted anything on my page. Please tell me what your experiences are. I would like to hear from you. I'm going to be reading in the chat. Please drop your experiences in the chat. Please tell me, have you had any experience? Are you currently burnt out as you are managing your digital page, either your Facebook pages or your Instagram page or your TikTok page, or even sometimes your product is actually your brand image. Maybe you're currently on LinkedIn. Many of us are on LinkedIn. We're professional people. We have our careers. Is that something you've achieved, you've set out to be your goal, and currently you're frustrated about it? Please put it in the comment section or the chat box. Let me read about it. Anybody? I'm sorry? Hello? Well, somebody was saying something just now.
I think the person muted in error. I mean, unmuted in error.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting for people to tell me what is going on. Have you experienced any form of anxiety, any form of burnout currently as you are running your business, your digital page is currently giving you the headache of this life, or you just seem to have been spending money, but you are not getting the sales? I would like to hear at least from one person on their experience on this. If you haven't experienced it, it's fine. We can proceed as we move on. But I want to believe that we have been spending time and spending money on our digital pages and it's not been converting. So please share with me some of your experiences before we proceed. Olubusola, do you have any experience with this? Do you constantly feel like a burnout as you are managing your page? Do you feel like people are nobody's responding to everything that you're creating for your business? Ronke Fasher, can you speak? Ronke, your hands are up. I wanted to be sure why.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to share. I just wanted to respond to what you were saying,
Okay.
to the question you asked us. So, for me, it's in between anxiety and I think cash strain, because I notice I don't do so much. I don't get the kind of engagement that I want on the page, but I get reaction. So when people see me, even people I've not seen in years, they tell me we saw this, we saw that, but I don't get to see the reactions on the post. So I don't know why, but maybe you might want to shed more light on it. Every time I see someone, I've not, if they tell me, oh, you last did this 2 weeks ago, and in my head, I'm like, so you saw it, you've never put anything in 2 years. So that's my experience.
Okay. Okay. Any other experience? Anybody want to share with us what they have been experiencing? Thank you so much, Ronke. I really appreciate that feedback. Listen, the reason why a lot of people, you get that kind of feedback from your friends and your family is because perhaps they did see that post or they did see that effort that you made. And in their head, they probably liked the post, or in their head, they probably reacted, but they did not. That's the truth. That's actually one of the downsides to digital. People sometimes see it and sort of made the mental point to say, oh yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna like it, right? But they didn't react. But social media doesn't give you that feedback, right? Your digital platform does not tell you somebody saw it and didn't like it. And that's one of the few things that that's one of the downside to it. However, imagine your friend and attending a pop-up or an event. Even if they did not buy, they can actually attest to the fact that they saw your product or they saw the services or they know what you offer. If you are speaking to them or you're in a family gathering or an event gathering, you spoke to them, you talked about it, it can be clear, right, that they heard about it even though they didn't buy. But digital cannot tell you that they saw but they didn't react. So they thought they did, but they did not. So that's one of the downsides to digital. It doesn't tell you that you have made an impact on someone, even though perhaps you did. So that's also part of the part that gives you anxiety to say, am I doing the right thing? Am I not? And then you end up going to spend your money. Thank you so much, Ronke, for contributing to that. I'm just going to continue with our message here. So why is this the case? Why do we continue on the rat race and then just continue to do the next thing? We do it this week. We have a fantastic content calendar this week. Next week, we are just afraid. Oh God, I didn't plan anything for this week. What am I going to do? How am I going to survive this? What's going to happen to me? And all that stuff is going to continually, happen. So what now happens after this digital rat race? After we start it another week, after it starts again, what is actually happening? Why are we made to feel like that? Why are we feeling like it's not working or it's not happening? What is going on? I can categorically tell you what is going on. The reach has collapsed. The idea that when you post on your social media page, people are going to see it is gone. before, and statistics actually shows that this is statistics of 2025. In 20 SATs, now this data is very, very clear. Why is this a struggle? On Facebook, organic reach in 2025 is between 1% and 2%. That means that if you have 1,000 followers, between 10 and 20 of them will actually see your posts. 1,000 and only 10 to 20 of them will see your posts. That's what that means, without paid promotion. So it was 16 in 2022, in 2012. Now, it is not just a decline. It has actually collapsed completely. Because how do you go from 16% in 2012 and then now you're at 1 to 2%. Instagram is at 3.5% average reach rate, down 12% year on year. TikTok, despite being newer and often celebrated as easier, it is 2.5% engagement and it is falling drastically. And X, formerly Twitter, has a median engagement rate of 0.03%, practically invisible. That is on Twitter. Here is the timeline that makes it undeniable. Facebook organic reach went from 16% in 2012 to 6% in 2018 and to 3% in 2022 and then 1% today. In fact, as I speak with you, based on our data trajectory, this data is usually released second quarter of every year. However, from trajectory, it has dropped drastically to less than about 0.63% of reach. So what that means is that if you have 1,000 followers, only about less than 1% of that follower is actually seeing your posts when you post it. Here's the timeline that, in fact, the same pattern is across all the platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It is not a coincidence. It's actually the plan. It's the design. They want you to pay for the reach. The idea that you have 1,000 followers and only less than 1% of that follower can see your post. They want you to pay for that post. That's their business model. It's not the design. It's the design. That's what they want you to do. The year on year, it is reduced. Now it's reduced to less than 1% of your reach. So the reach itself is collapsed, completely collapsed. You cannot make any post on your page, even if somebody has seen it. The attention span has now dropped down significantly to about 15 seconds per human on social media pages. So everything, they want you to pay for it. What is the cost of staying visible on these platforms? As at last year, you had to spend between 1,680 Naira to 4,900 Naira per click. So for you to have people see what you have posted or what it is that you have done, that fantastic content that you have created, average per click, for one to say, I've seen it and I liked it, you will cost you between 1,680 and 4,900 on Facebook, 2,100 to 5,600 on Instagram, 700 Naira to 2,520 on TikTok, and as high as 8,400 Naira on LinkedIn. Why is this the case? This is 2025 data. By end of June, the data would have drastically reduced. And like I mentioned, from the trajectory of industry standards and the conversation that's been going on in the last 8 to 9 months, it's gone down to less than 1%, specifically on Instagram and on Facebook, because it's owned by the same organization. On TikTok, there is a major creative demand. Everybody wants to create. It's heavily video regulated. Everything you have to do on TikTok is video. So what that means is that you have to spend all of your time creating content that most likely less than 1% of your followers will see. Let's not even talk about building the followers in itself. That alone builds anxiety. What does this really mean for you? All of this data that I've talked about, what does it mean for us? What it means is that 1,000 potential customers that you have as your follower on Facebook, right? you have to pay between 12,600 and 21,000 naira at a conversion rate of 1.8%, which is roughly 18 sales per 1,000 people reached. This is the best you can do as at 2025. If you spend 21,000 naira and then 1,000 people actually truly see that content on that post, only 18 of those people can potentially buy. And that is even making it, ensuring that your page is properly done, your content is right, it resonates with your audience, ensuring that your business is performing well, you have the right page, it looks really nice, you have the right content, you spoke the right thing at the right time, and most importantly, you posted at the right time. If you've done all of this right, only 18 over 1,000 will be able to buy after spending 21,000 naira. I'm here to give you great news. As at today, or as at April 2026, cost per click on Instagram is averagely 5,200 naira per click. So what that means is that by the time the data has been put together by June this year, you would have gone between 5,200 naira and 8,000 naira, looking at the trajectory of how these things have grown. So 8,000 naira per click on Instagram for you to get 18 of the 1,000 people that has potentially seen your content or seen your posts. This is the way this was designed. They are telling you to simply put your money and keep putting your money. That's how it was designed. So when you want to say, okay, you know what, Instagram is so expensive for me, let me take myself to TikTok, then you are truly telling yourself you want to quit your 9-to-5 job, or you want to do this full-time and be a full-time content creator. And if content creators tell you what the reality is for them, I'm not sure that's not what you want to do. I'm not 100% sure as a career person or someone that does this as a side business, that's what you want to focus on, creating content all through the time of the day. So TikTok is going at 2,520 naira per click. I'm sure by the end of this year, we'll be seeing that jump at another maybe 20% rate, going by the rates year on year. So tell me, is this really how we want to continue the trajectory of our businesses? We have the business, we have the product, we have the services. I have a fantastic product that I know that my customers are going to buy, or my consumers are going to buy, or people find it, very interesting. You are very sure you've done your market testing. Even if you have not done your market testing, sometimes you just get a hunch and you say, I have a fantastic product to buy, or sorry, to sell. And then you put it online, and then it's costing you this much to actually get 18 people to potentially buy your product. That's not the way I believe that businesses should go. What is the bad side of running your business on digital platforms? You don't own those platforms. The audiences are not yours. Your e-customer or your e-friends or your friends are not real in the right senses. So if Uncle Mark wakes up today and says, I want to, I'm no longer interested in running the business, let me shut down the platform. It shuts down your business. What are the dangers of all of these things that you're doing? Algorithm changes. If you are a true digital person and your business is reliant on digital, this is not new to you. Today, the video that works is video created with human elements. Tomorrow, it's a video that is created with AI elements. Next tomorrow, it's something completely different. In fact, I have a very personal experience of this as at last week. One of the businesses that we're currently consulting for, we're trying to help them drive their offline customers and try to drive them to the website. They created a website for themselves, and we're trying to drive the usage of the website so that we can decongest the manual of responding to their responses. And we started the ad, and when we started it, we realized, let's just start with videos. Let's create very compelling content, clear, legible, short and sweet content, and use it to run the ad. We started running the ad, and it was really good for like 1 week. But the second week, we quickly realized the ad stopped performing. And we started to investigate, why did it stop performing? Why are people not interested? What exactly is going on? And we just realized, oh no, the algorithm is saying we don't want videos at this point. We actually want just still graphics with AI content in it. So when the algorithm changes, but you have made a plan that this is what I want to do, and all of a sudden, the algorithm tells you, no, this is
Please tell me what to do.
Sorry? We also
Chinua,
have
please
the
mute your mic.
Chinua, please mute, please.
we also have platform shutdown. Today, we all get glitches, things happen, and then we all experience when TikTok had issues, when they even banned TikTok, or when even Twitter was banned a couple of years ago in Nigeria. We all had experiences like that. Things like that happen. Platforms are banned, they are shut down every day, they are even sold. You know, different rules apply on a daily basis. Everybody is experiencing different things. These things are owned by business. They are businesses owned by people. It's not your platform. So these are the dangers. You have things like account ban. I wanted one or two people who have experienced it. Sorry, I'm hearing some voice. Dr. Jam, is that your voice? That's your voice that I hear. Okay, I'll just
Please proceed. Somebody unmuted, but we've muted her now. Please go ahead.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So, okay, fantastic. So, I want you to share the experience with me on account bans. Has anybody ever experienced a situation where they were running ads, or their account was banned, or their account was cancelled, or it was shut down? Whatever the word may be, regardless of the platform, can someone give me an experience where they woke up one morning and they were shadow banned, or they were actually, or their page was deleted? Does anybody have that experience on here? Please, I'll actually like that person to share that experience with me. I'd like you to tell me how the feeling when you woke up that morning, or you checked your page the evening and you realized, oh, where's my page? It's gone. Does anybody have that experience at the moment?
Yes, I do.
Please share. Thank you.
Okay, so it's a very, very, very painful feeling, right? So I made the mistake of linking all my accounts, and I just posted one day, and maybe something was, I don't know, something just didn't sit right with them, or breached one of their rules. And I just woke up one morning and all my accounts, I mean all, Facebook, Instagram, all my Instagram accounts, and I had like 3 of them, different businesses, everything was down. I tried to, when you report to them and they give you things to do to recover your account, I did, sent all the things that they wanted me to send. Nothing worked. Eventually came back with a report that all the accounts were not going to be reinstated. Everything. So my advice is, one, don't link your accounts. Please keep them separate. Don't link them. So I learned that the hard way. Now I'm not even motivated to even. It's been difficult even starting again. So it's been very demotivating, and it's tough to start again. So that really happened to me, and it was really, really painful. It hurts you deep down into your heart, because these are accounts that you have run for almost 10, 15 years, so it's painful.
Just a follow-up, do you have also experience of the ad account itself being banned? Not even necessarily the account itself.
No.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else with an experience of banned accounts or deleted pages, or ads just being suspended and you cannot even run ads anymore? You have all sorts of challenges on your digital pages. So can anybody share anything with us if they've had those experiences? Gbemisola, do you have any experience like that?
Can you hear me? Is it clear?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, yes, I was about to share my experience. Yes, I have. I was running a certain business at the time, and then I just came online to post, update my followers, and I saw that both the ads account and the account itself has been deleted and suspended. So it's a very painful experience, like she said earlier. Yes.
So what did you do? What happened? How did you start again?
Yes, I had to start again from scratch to run ads, get another account, start the account again because the previous one was gone. So yes, I had to start again.
Fantastic. Say, I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. If anyone has gone through that, having built a digital business, it's quite depressing. We have a couple of our clients that have gone fully depressed and have not been able to resume their businesses on digital platforms anymore when this happens. You wake up one morning, you've spent all your time and energy and money building these pages or running these ads, and then one evening you stroll into your page to say what's going on, and then it's all gone, and then you're trying to recover it, and it's because it is not just yours. You don't know what the rules are. Sometimes ads are just suspended right in the middle of it. The money has been taken, but it is suspended for you not meeting a certain standard or certain rule, or for one violation or the other, and it's never really clear. There's also the idea of rising ad costs. This cannot be overemphasized because it's not yours. You don't determine how much it costs. You don't know how much it is to see to speak to 10 or for 50 people to see your ads. The owners of this platform, determine how much it is that it costs you to be on it. And so even beyond the numbers, let's see the things that we face beyond the numbers. We talk about anxiety. People are constantly anxious, and they are even depressed to say, oh, but my counterpart is doing well and their page is growing. I can see that the algorithm is in their favor. They are probably posting the right content, but I am posting similar content and it's not working, which is why we always hear comments or we hear feedback about copying. We see a lot of brands always talking about copying online. She copied me. This is the same thing that I'm using. This is how it's supposed to be done. Oh, she's doing this is kind of content she made today. Let me make it. Truth is, your people, your consumers are not the same. Your what do they call it? Your consumers are not the same. You can create similar type of content. However, it's not resonating because it's not the same people that you're talking to. Your audience are different. You are always constantly comparing yourself. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking, what's the next best thing to do? I don't even have sales, right? We're talking because this is as a side business to us, right? We probably have our 9-to-5 salaries. So it might not be the same reality setting in for certain people that is their bread and butter. You also have time poverty. You see, this for me is the biggest, because when you think about opportunity cost, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier this week, and I said, listen, as an adult, I'm constantly realizing that my conversation is evolving, or my thoughts and conversation is revolving around opportunity cost. What can I be doing at this time that I'm doing this thing right now? But for me, time poverty is the biggest out of all of this beyond the numbers of not owning these platforms, because I have dedicated all my time to filming, to editing, to creating the content plan, to building, to posting, to follow up, to responding in the DM. If anybody has responded to customers via DM before, it's a very tough job. You know, I spent all my time building this business on this platform, only for them to take it away because perhaps I violated something, or just because they feel like it. Leave how much you have spent. Leave the money, the naira and the kobo of 50,000 naira. Sometimes we have data. So we have ad budgets of some people as high as 500,000 naira a month, depending on how big your business is. Or maybe some people will say it's 5,000 naira a day and I can only run it for 10 days in a month. That's 50K. So forget the money. Let's talk about the time that you have spent that you don't longer have building this business on this platform. This is one of the biggest dangers of leaving your business to Uncle Mark alone. You need to take your business, I won't say take your business away completely from me, but you need to not give Uncle Mark all of the power over your business. There's also the idea of confidence erosion. Someone just said it now to say they don't even know how to start again. Nobody likes rejection. I don't like rejection. I don't like someone to look at me and say, I don't want you, I don't like you, or you did something wrong, you're no longer my friend. There's that bit to it. There's that idea of, am I even in the right business? Is this the right product? Or maybe people are not even liking the products. This content that I posted and I have done it this way, somebody like it? Am I speaking to the right people? Maybe my packaging is wrong. Online, anybody can be anything. Everybody can say anything to you, or maybe not even say to you. Silence is very loud online. People not liking your page actually means something. It can mean something, it can mean nothing too. So there's that idea of, you start to check yourself, like, do I even have the confidence? It starts to erode your confidence. You now start to you start to second guess your decisions to say, am I even doing the right thing? Am I in the right business? Should I post today? Should I not go for my children's school event and take that time to create this content? Some people actually dedicate days to bulk creating content or to shooting certain videos because they want to post on their business pages. And you now are stuck with, should I or should I not? You as a confident woman with your voice that speaks for you and speaks to the impact of the things that you do, you don't want to have a business where you are second guessing yourself. You never want to have yourself saying, I don't want to do this simply because it stresses you out. No, you want to confidently be able to say, I can do this, and then continually do it. You don't want to leave your business in the platforms where it is a stress. Also, there's a false sense of community. Everybody starts to believe that we are actual friends. Right? We all start to believe that we are friends. We are truly friends because they are my customer online. The day the page goes away, you quickly realize that you are lonely. Everybody's out there to impress everybody. It's all very shiny, But the truth is your business cannot just sit on the shininess of it. It needs to be grounded in something much more than what the platform says or what the platform holds. So beyond all of this, I want to take us to what I am truly here to talk about today. The traditional selling is what I want to talk about. And I'm going to spend some time here. It's not old-fashioned. It's actually underused. Digital came and made all of us forget that we are humans. We should actually touch base with each other. We should touch people. We should feel them. We should feel their pulses. We should talk to them, understand what they truly need. Whilst algorithms are great, algorithms are larger spaces to reach more people, but it doesn't give you raw feedback, right? People buy from what they can touch, what they can feel. Many of us are online shoppers now. We are really big online shoppers. I also shop online. I truly shop online. But have we ever been in a situation where we'll be like, you know what? I still need to visit this person's shop before I can buy this thing? Have we ever been in that situation before? Please, if you have, please just comment yes in the comments. Let me hear it. I know we have all been there where you be like, this dress, I'm not sure it will be my size. Let me go into the shop. And then you find yourself going to their pages or going to their DM to find out where their addresses is so you can visit the store physically. Please, if you have been in that situation, I want you to just type yes in the comments to say, yes, I've been there. We like to call it trust issues. If you've had trust issues, to say, I don't want to buy this thing online, I'm going to walk into a store. Even if the store is really far off from where, I'm far off from where I am going to, I still want to go into the shop and actually go and feel it, touch it, or call them. Where is your address? Someone will even say, I want to pick up. Have we ever been in situations like that? Please, if you have been, I'd like to see the comment section. Just say yes. Okay, I can see it. Yes. I can see someone say yes, bulk creates. Baby Sola, sorry, I didn't see that. So yes, bulk creation is bulk creation of content is really big. It's quite challenging. Yes, fantastic. So you see, what is that tiny little thing that made you say, I don't want to buy this one online, I want to go into the shop? It's because you want that human element. You want to feel it and say, oh yes, I need to be sure because I don't want to spend my money anyhow. It's a fundamental need to feel and to touch either the item or even the person. There's this rule in traditional sales that says that you buy the person before you even buy the item. How does that happen digitally? Especially if your business is fully digital. Some people will even say, oh, I don't have a walk-in shop, right? You can only pick up. I'm just wondering, you can only go as far as digital. Your business cannot grow and you cannot scale much more than that. Even fully digital business, Amazon, Temu, Jumia, and the rest of that. When you buy something that you don't like and then you want to return it, they usually offer you refund because they know that I can't come to your house to explain to you why you don't like it when you can't do the same to me. So they just say, you know what's the easiest way to solve this problem? Is to just give this person back their money or give them their clothes back because I can't fix this human element angle that has happened with this business transaction. So I want to take us to what traditional selling really, really is. It's less expensive. Everything I'm going to talk about today will not make you spend 1 naira. Traditional selling is not Uncle Mark. It is genuinely underused. What is traditional selling? I'm going to read it. It's any sales activity that happens through direct human contact, in person, by phone, or through trusted personal network. It includes placing your products on its shelf, showing up at a community market, calling a potential bulk buyer, or asking loyal customer to refer a friend. It's selling the way people have always bought, through trust, presence, and relationship. And as you're about to see, it has never stopped working. Traditional selling has never and will never stop working. If Uncle Mark packs up today, I'm sorry, if I'm saying Uncle Mark, I don't know how far of the generation our guests, attendees are. Uncle Mark really is Mark Zuckerberg of Meta, you know. So Meta owns Facebook, he owns WhatsApp, he owns Instagram, and a host of many other AI apps that we are currently enjoying at the moment. So if these platforms decide to say, we are pivoting into other things, we want to start a flying machine, we're no longer doing devices in the hands of people, just an assumption, what would happen to your business because you have not spent time developing your framework for traditional selling in your business? That's what I want to spend time talking to you today about. Why does it still work? You have to ask. It's not difficult. 5 times more sales than paid ads. For every time you open your mouth to talk about your business, your service, or your product to somebody in whatever space, at whatever time of the day, wherever that you are, on a plane, in a bus, in a car, somewhere, pick up from school, an event, wherever that you are, it is 5 times more effective than that ad budget that you have for the month. 92% of trusted friends would buy over an ad. If I see a business that I'm quite familiar with, either I've seen their store or someone says, I've bought from this store before. Many of us, if we find dresses that we like, why is influencer marketing really big? It's because somebody is telling you that this thing is trusted. That's why influencing is big. And that is still a form of traditional selling. It's word of mouth. It's somebody telling you, I have tried and I have tested this product or this store or this service, and it is good. It is 92% of the time someone recommends something for you, you are likely to go exploring it. Maybe not immediately, but it sticks in your head. And then when marketing comes to do top of mind awareness, it just clicks. Someone says, oh, I'm looking for, and I give an example. I had a friend of mine that had been talking about trying to, they have a discolored underarm and they're looking for the best anti-perspirants to use to sort of lighten their underarms. And then we have been talking about this. This is a very close friend of mine. We're talking about it for years to say, oh, I wish I could find something. I wish I could find something. I'll tell you without a doubt, last year, I was in a different conversation entirely. And somebody was raving about a particular product that said, if you use it, your underarm will just lighten in 30 days. I can't remember what exactly that was. But that singular conversation made me call my friend to say, listen, I haven't used it, but I hear someone that is raving about this product. And they are saying that it works. It can fix the problem you've been pushing through many years. That, I don't know the brand. I don't know who owns it. I don't know where they're from. I don't know what they're doing. I didn't see an ad. I don't know their Facebook page. I don't know their Instagram page. I don't know how much their ad spend was. That alone was powerful. So for every time somebody talks to you about something, it's highly much more effective than that ad that you have seen. 20 to 50% of all buying decisions are usually from word of mouth. By the time I'm telling somebody something, the person is probably made the 50% decision I'm going to buy. Other factors may be price, maybe location, maybe other things that are hindering them. But most of the time, the buying decision has been made. 60% of in-person conversation still drives majority of the word of mouth influence. So what are we talking about? Whilst we are stressed and tired of telling Uncle Mark how to create content this week, whilst we are saying, where is my content calendar for a month? Why we are saying, what time do I have to create this content? Specifically, why we're saying, when are we going to edit all this content that we have created? It's really fancy to create content. For some of us here that are quite familiar with creating content, or some of us have even spent money, business money, hiring content creators to bulk create content for us, shoot videos for us, some that may be effective, some may not be effective. But 60% of every conversation you have, think about it, 66% of every conversation you have about the things that you do is highly much more effective than whatever your ad budget is to Nkuma. What does this mean for us? Your community is your market. Your relationships is your distribution. For every person that you are speaking with in a walk, at work, in the bus, at meetings, at side attractions, people go for networking meeting. Networking meeting, most times is two-edged sword to say, I'm going to meet people to help me forward, move my businesses forward, right? But sometimes you have products. I've noticed that business owners, when they say they are going for networking events, they are going to network and talk about their services. They leave their products out of it. Listen, it's a skill. You have to learn. You have to, please excuse me. You have to learn. Please excuse me. So you have to learn that skill. Your presence is your marketing. What exactly are you doing? What are the things that you are doing? What are the things you're talking about? The cost of talking about your business everywhere is very low. Customers are more loyal to people that they feel and touch and they talk with. All of these things are very, very important. I'm going to move pretty quickly now. What are the alternative channels that I'm here to talk about to you today? I'm talking about the basic traditional channels. Your neighborhood stores, your product placement. You shop in stores every day. With how much you shop in your supermarket, online, you buy things in your neighborhood stores. You still stop when you're coming back from work. You pack. You find a way to pack. You buy the things, your salons, your pharmacies. I'm also talking about distributors, your models. How are the people that are buying bulk from you? The things that you do, either it's in products or it is in services. Listen, service-based business, that's a full conversation entirely. Partnerships, this is really big. I'm going to spend some time on it. Community events, many of you have church events. Some of us don't even go to church, right? We have church activities. We have community events. They'll be doing pop-up sales or something in your local government. You will sit down in your house. Meanwhile, you have not sold that week. You have football matches. Your school, your son is doing taekwondo or they're doing football in their schools. They always have parents meetup activities. You ignore it, maybe because you are tired, but you are relying on Nkuma's algorithm to help you make that sale. Meanwhile, you should be making those sales with those people. There's the word of mouth. I just talked about the data statistics on word of mouth. There's B2B and bulk order. I'm going to take this as quickly as possible on each line. Good. I'm going to spend time on neighborhood stores. How do you get stock in the stores? You need to find time, go around your supermarket. Start with the supermarket that you use every day. Start with your salon. Pick your products. If you have air products, if you have snack products, if you have whatever the product is, find a neighborhood store around you. Pitch your business to them. Take a sample with them. Tell them what you want to do. When you get there, don't ask for the staff. They are quite rude, probably untrained. Ask for the owner of the business. Tell them what you do and place your products on their shelf. Ensure that there's great margin on this product. Conversation about margin, profits, it's a different conversation entirely. I'm not going to get into that today, but ensure that your margins are right so that it is attractive enough for these stores to want to pick it up, right? Offer. Most of the time, most of them will say, what if I don't sell? What will happen? Offer a sales or return arrangement. If you don't sell it in 2 weeks, I'll come and pick it up and give you a fresh one. Or this is the kind of support that I can give to you. Revisit this relationship every day. Some of us have stock. We are waiting for that DM to come on our social media to say, okay, yes, I want to buy something on social media, or I want my DM to come in. I don't want my DM to come in. One successful placement in one store in your community can change the game. It can guarantee sales to you every month or every day or every week. I have a very fantastic friend that makes fantastic banana bread, right? She used to hold on to our digital platform to sell this banana bread. But all of a sudden I said, listen, you have stores around your area. You just need one. Once you have one proof of concept, you can replicate. Ditto for service-based businesses. You have church, you have activities. You need to pitch to 1 or 2 persons, even if it is your church, even if it is your bazaar. I have this. Is there anything like you want to do about freebies? I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about all marketing gimmicks that we can use. I'm talking about the channels today. Explore these channels. These people you already know, they probably already know where you live. They are trusted to an extent. They are semi-known people. They are warm. The referral is good. You can have those conversations with these people. Stock your products in these stores. When you stock your products in these stores, it helps you. Community events are very big. Please, you have activities around you. You have your church. I keep talking about church fairs, activities, school parents, football matches, women group. Sometimes your local governments always have activities on weekend. When you show up consistently, give free samples, whatever it is that you're offering, always have a miniature version of it. If it is product, have a miniature version that people can test. If it is service, have a small version of it. You can say, listen, even if it's, I can give you free workbook or a free notes, or some people actually use ebooks to say, okay, I'm going to give you a free book or a free, read this. If it's good enough for you, come back to me, let's talk. I'll give you certain discounts. So for me, these events are very, very big. You need to find a way to capitalize on these events and ensure that you put your products and your services in the faces of these people. The next one is distributor and bulk. Now, let's talk about this. Some of us have products where we are waiting to sell in retail packs or services while waiting for the big companies to do trainings for. Meanwhile, you have friends that have businesses that you can offer your training to at a discount. Yes, we all have a value. We all know how much we charge or how much we're worth. But if you are building a business, you need to give people enough reason to test what it is that you're offering. So if you are a career-based, if you are a consultant or you have services that you're offering, tell your friends, listen, I know you are doing this business. I probably know you can't afford it, but here is what I'm able to do for you at this fraction of this cost or for free. And then there's what I want back in return from you. Maybe you want a testimonial or something. Sometimes be willing to offer some of these services so truly you can expand your channels of sales. For businesses, you are looking for a distributor. Many of us have never been to trade fair markets before. Some of us have never been to Lagos Island markets before. And some of Lagos Island market, not to buy for yourself, but to actually look at it from a business perspective. You have products. People in those markets are buying from somebody to resell. Who is that person that they are stocking for? Somebody is making Zobo in their house and they are bulk packing to certain supermarkets to stock. Open market should be your friend if you are a product-based business. I have a business that we're currently consulting for at the moment. They do leather shoes and leather bags. And what do we do differently with them? A very novel idea. We create miniature bags and we put them in key order forms. And those key order forms, we put it with the products or with another product in the supermarket so that we're able to create awareness for them. What is that person? Look around you. There are people that can be your distributor, that supermarket, that friend, that person that is already in business for years. They've been looking for a new wholesaler to start or a new supplier to start taking products from. But you're in your house with your products, hoping that Uncle Mark will show your algorithm to the people that would buy it. Go out there, find a distributor. I'm not telling you to look for Nigerian Breweries big size distributor or Coca-Cola big size distributor. Distributors are people that can take your products in bulk, regardless of the quantity. You decide what size your business is and what size wholesaling or distribution model is for you. Ensure that the margin is very, very attractive. Ensure that you define what the monthly orders are, what their territory is. Oh, listen, you are going to be distributing for me in Surulere local government, right? So anything outside Surulere, please don't sell there. Or, you know what? I'll give you a bigger bulk of it. I have customers here and there. Take them from me. If you want to take your online businesses, you send a message to your already online customers. Say, listen, we now have a distributor in Surulere, or we now have a distributor in Yaba. This is their number. Cultivate that relationship so that you can incentivize that business. They can buy more from you. Find a distributor today. B2B bulk. Some of you have products that people use in their products, what we call input products. For instance, you have a chemical, people that are doing soap or things like that need to use it. Or some of you have products where, for instance, bakers, you have confectionaries, a lot of people around you that bake cakes. Meanwhile, you are able to, maybe you make milk or you make sugar or something, whatever it is that you need to put in those products. You need to find people that need those products and go and find where they are and get them a very good deal that they will be able to come on board and sell your product. Now, word of mouth and referrals. You see, word of mouth is the biggest thing. I always tell people all the time, give your customers a reason to sell on your behalf. Are you giving them rewards? Are you giving them loyalty cards? Are you telling them on your third purchase, you're going to get a certain percentage off? Are you tracking it exactly where your customers are coming from? These people that are already in your DMs, move them from your DMs, move them from your digital platform and take them somewhere else and help them to grow your business and grow their loyalty. What do people exactly want? And find a way to give it to them. Track. Partnership. You see, this partnership is in different layers and in different forms. Some of us have friends that do businesses. I have a friend, I'll give you an example. She makes dresses, and that's what she does. She's a tailor or fashion designer, that's what we call them. Whenever she delivers her clothes without my friend that makes banana bread. And the price of the banana bread is factored into it. So she has made her business, she has converted that other business into a small distributor. So the person that is selling dresses or making dresses is also a distributor for someone making banana bread. Think about your circle. Who is that person that owns that business that you can partner with? Who is that person that has a product, but you have a service that you can leverage and you can link together and make those things happen? You need to think about partnership. Some of us think about partnership in something big. Maybe I need to partner with a Coca-Cola or something. No, partnership is very small. Find that small business. Either complementary products, you want to do it together, or you want to do completely diverse products. Do it. Ensure that the pricing is factored into each other. For every time this person makes a sale, this sale is also, your product is also sold. Think partnership all around you. It is not there. It's not far-fetched. Now, I don't want to spend time on marketing. There are many different marketing tools you can use to back up these channels. Product sampling, never play on sampling. A lot of us find it very difficult to share the sample of our products out. You go to events, you will not carry the product you are selling in your bag. How? Okay, you are making dresses. Okay, fine, you wear your dresses, no problem. But what about you that you're making small things? Always be willing to give a sample of your product. Use WhatsApp marketing, transfer your data that you have been able to gather from the digital and use it offline. Speak to your customers. Some of us are so used to Excel sheets, numbers and names. We don't even know who these people are. Speak to them, find out how you can meet their expectation. In-store promotion, this is also very big and small. In your neighborhood store, that guy that has chosen to stock your product, how do you give him promotion? How do you support him with promotion to ensure that people are buying? I have a client that every Saturday, she makes it a point to spend 2 hours in all of her neighborhood stores, partner stores. She leaves her house and says, I'm going to Ndubisi and store. She spends 2 hours there just to ensure that, the display is done, discounts, she prints discount cards, she gives out to customers that are buying, she does the canvassing herself. If you can't do that, hire people that can do it at a fraction of the cost. Event activation is also big. Leverage on the events happening in your area to display your products. You don't have to go to big events for you to display your product or for people to experience your product. Factor in product experience or a customer experience or product experience into your selling. Find a way for people to experience what you're selling, either in service or in the products that you're doing. Do follow up, warm call up. Listen, I hire NYSC students to do warm up and follow up calls for them. I spend 6 hours training them. This is what I want you to do. Call these customers for me. Speak to them, hear what they have to say, take that feedback and run with it. All of this that I've said has not cost us any money. What is required for us to do this selling? It's simple. Go and learn how to sell. Learn how to introduce yourself. It's a skill. Learn how to handle objection. Forget about rejection. Listen, rejection is part of the work. Just learn the core skill. Learn how to build relationship. Many of us, we speak to people, we are shy. I'm wondering why we are shy for. But however, if you are shy, always remember that you are the value. You carry value. And once you know and you can speak about your value, forget about the shyness. The best you get is a no. You move on to the next years. Stay top of mind with your people. Basic negotiation skill. Go and learn how to negotiate. Some of us are so shy, we can't talk. How do you want to negotiate? Someone will say 50,000 naira. You say, hey, oh yeah, pay 49,000 naira. Go and learn how to negotiate both with your supplier and with your customer. It's very important that you have this core skill set. Uncle Mark is simply telling you to pay him to do all of this on your behalf. But that's not the way you should go, because he can take his platform away anytime. Find a way to learn how to sell your products by storytelling. Talk about why you started. Talk about what people are saying about it. Talk about what people want about it. Talk about why you started. Talk about why you want to continue. Talk about the impact you want to make. Find a story angle to what you offer. That value would always be needed. People would always consume it. Basic operation skills. Listen, inventory management is going to be your friend. Excel has to be your buddy. If you don't know how to learn Excel, learn basic Excel. How much is 2 naira? How much is 3 naira? Production and delivery planning is very key. Bookkeeping, those are basic things. As your business continues to scale, you start to understand when, in fact, you understand when it is time for you to introduce somebody else into the business, or you need to hire and then you need to make that work. So all of these skills are learned. You can learn them. They're learnable. There are things up there. There are courses that are teaching them. There are people that are running with this every day. Don't shy away from learning a new skill that is not AI. I say it all the time. There are still skills that are very relevant that would not be AI friendly. These are one of the skills. Selling will always be important in whatever it is that we are doing. What is it that people don't tell you about offline sales? No, it's part of the process. Proximity beats perfection. The fact that you see me daily, the product is there. I go to a supermarket every day. I'm seeing it. I'm testing. I'm like, waiting this. Is better than it is not happening at all. It's better than paying for reach that you might not get. People are seeing it. And anytime they need it, they're going to ask. Your customer is already offline. People that are buying online live offline. They are human beings. People that are buying your products are living human beings. They are not AI. They're not machinery. They are not task-based people. They're humans. There are people that you have to keep talking about your product. Go to churches, go to your area, go to your local government. Some of us don't even know where our local government is. There are many purposes that are happening there in our local governments that we have no clue about. There is an NNDPC, AP, whatever it is. There are activities going on there. The more you are around the people that buy your products, the better for you. Start with your neighborhood. Consistency beats intensity. Do it every weekend. Every weekend, talk to one person, go to that store, go to trade fair markets. There are people in trade fair markets that are looking for people that want to, they are wholesalers, people that they want to buy bulk from. They don't need you to come and do the selling for them. They already have their customers. Take your products into the market. Take your products to the supermarket. Also, listen, social proof works harder than offline. I'm sorry? Social proof works harder than offline. If one person, physical person that you know their house, you know their name, is able to tell you, I have bought your products before. I know it, I like it. Listen, capture that testimonial is much more powerful than a social like. It's much more powerful than a video that somebody has commented on. Start small. Find a store today. Test one channel. Go to that event. Find a way to plug your product into those events. Look at your margins. All of these things are cheap. The beauty about traditional sale is that the potential of you keeping 100% of your earning is high compared to online, where you have to share with Uncle Mark on the ad cost. How do you measure? Listen, track. Measure units sold per channel, cost per sale, conversion rate. How many people did I talk to? How many people said yes? Repeat purchase rate. How many people came back to buy based on how I've maintained that relationship? Referral count. How many people have you referred to? How many of your friends have you given referral code to? Listen, some of us didn't even launch our businesses to our friends. We keep complaining that family and friends don't buy our business. Did you launch your business to your friend? Does your friend know that beyond the value that you offer, which is love and friendship, do they know that you also offer this, or whatever it is that you're doing as a value or as offering? Is there that? You need to find a way to launch your business. Let people see. People already know you. See you differently as a value offering person. Go back and relaunch your business to your family and see the difference today. What do you need to scale? Once you find that one of this channel works, please start to scale it immediately. If you need to recruit more people to get it, you need to recruit more stores. You need to get to more stores. You need to familiarize yourself with people. So please quickly document all of these things. Put them together and ensure that all of these things are done properly. Now, finally, I want to tell us, you need to marry both your digital and your traditional together. That is why digital is doing well. All the big organizations of this, FMCGs of this world, everybody that is less than
10, 15 years old as a business, started with traditional sales and marketing. So please, whatever you're doing in the digital world today, you need to learn to marry them. Your database from your digital, please convert it to traditional. Whatever it is that you have learned in brand storytelling online, please transition it to your digital. How do you tell your brand story without necessarily playing a video? Some of you don't know how to tell your brand stories. Some of you don't know. Some of us don't know. Some of us, sorry, excuse me. So how do you do that? Drive people that you are currently doing business with online to go to your traditional model. Hi, I am now available in this store in your area. You don't need to come to my DMNEM. Go and buy it there. Or hello, and the people in my traditional store, I now have a website. Go to my website and buy. You need to marry the two together. But one thing you must do is nurture both relationships regardless of the platform. What's your next practical step? Today, walk into your neighborhood store. That shop that you stopped to buy bread this night, walk into it tonight. Bread for tomorrow's breakfast. Speak to that person or whoever you need. Find in your area, you will find that store that fits your product or fits your services. If you're a service-based, talk to 2-3 people in your church, in your community today, and find a way to plug in. This week, book a spot. If there's any trade fair going on around you, I'm not talking about the big ones, any trade fair going around, small, tiny, get a table, get a chair, hire and sell your item there this week. Even if it is an outreach, some of us, our local governments do outreaches, health outreaches. We don't think that that's the best way to meet people. These health outreaches are so effective. I attend some of them in my local government, and I see people that buy things they don't even need. This month, speak to your old customers. All your old customers, speak to your 10 best customers. Tell them to give you a referral. In that referral, give them a referral code, or you give them a discount. Find a way to plug it in. All our people like freebies. We're Nigerians, we love freebies. If you offer me something free or a discount or something that gives me value, I will move needles for you. So today, walk into that store, get that person, speak to them. Whatever you need to do, do it. Book that spot today. Go to that event today. To them, lastly, activate your customers that are already buying from you. Tell them to give you a referral. Listen, you're already closer than you think. Every relationship you have is a sales asset. Every neighborhood you move into is a distribution network. You don't need more followers. You do not need more followers. You just need to talk more. Thank you. I will now be taking questions.
Bisoye.
Have any questions,
Thank you. I'm not
please?
seeing reactions. Thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. We have so many take back from this session. Please drop your questions in the chat box so that we can quickly reach you and answer them, have them answered in the next 5 minutes. We are pressed for time. We know that we have kept you here for over an hour, and we hope to wrap up by 8 p.m. So thank you so much, Bisoye. And the last slide, which is like the summary of it, is that we should not believe that the traditional way of getting our stuff out there has become what's it called now, extinct. We should go back to that traditional way, and that is making more conversations, talking to more people, speaking about our products, and not just relying on technology. Just like you said, Uncle Mark could just run mad, excuse my French, at any point in time, and we enter depression. I recall the story that was shared by our life coach, Mama Phil. You know, that thing can actually lead to, you know, you even misplace your phone. The way we even feel immediately is like fever is activated in your body. So I can imagine when you now lose a whole business page and add accounts and all of that. So let's try to also, as we are trying to leverage on AI and technology to push our products out, let's also not forget that the traditional way of getting our product out there is still very much valid. So speak to someone about your product today, and don't ever think that if you speak to a particular person, it is not important. For everybody that you speak to, for every 5 person that you speak to, at least 1 or 2 people will get to make a sale. So thank you again. If you have questions, please, can we have the questions quickly so that we can wrap them up? Questions, people. We have a special announcement at the end of this webinar by 8 p.m. Our community is going to be a year very soon, in few days time, and there's a special announcement that the founder is going to make. So please hang around. We are not taking much of your time again. Before 8 p.m, just about 8 p.m, we'll wrap up the session, and we can all call it a night and have a wonderful week ahead. I'm not seeing questions. Are we good? Questions for Bisoye, please. If you're unable to drop your questions now, I believe that we are all in our WhatsApp community. You can drop
Bimsola,
your
you have a
questions
question.
there
You
and I
can
will
go
have
ahead.
Bisoye answer them and we share.
Okay.
So Bimsola has a question. Bimsola, you can unmute and do that quickly in the next 2 minutes.
Okay, Mrs. Abisoye, well done very much. I learned a lot from your session. Well done. Okay, my question is, how does one access customer data, right? How is it different between traditional and digital selling? How does access to customer data differ between traditional and digital selling? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Bimsola. I can hear you.
Yeah, that's my question.
So
Can you hear Bimsola? Am I the only one?
I think you're the only one. I heard that very clearly.
Go ahead.
I heard that very clearly.
Bisoye, go ahead. Go ahead and respond to her.
Okay. So, what is data? If you ask me, in this time and age, data is the amount of or the information you have access to about the particular person in this context. So, how do you you ask what's the difference between data and traditional and in digital? Data is the same everywhere, especially in this context. However, how you collect them differs. Data, when you're collecting digital, is a lot easier because Uncle Mark, that's what Uncle Mark is selling to you. Uncle Mark is telling you, I know this person, I have their address, I know their name, I know where they live. But it doesn't directly tell you I have it. He tells you, pay me and I'll show you your ad. I'll show your ads to them. So, but when you start to collect the data is when they actually enter into your DM or start to interact with your business to say, hi, I want to buy this. How much is it? You have their information. They give you their addresses when you say they want to deliver or when they want delivery. So you are able to take that data on fully. There's also the data that you use on those platforms, which is when you start to set your ads and you say, I want to speak to people in Surulere. I want to speak to people in Oshodi. I want to speak to people in Yaba. I want to speak to people in Lekki, right? There's that data that you have digitally, but you're not really able to pull them out and use them in real time. You're only able to access them when you pay Uncle Mark to use them digitally. However, traditional is a lot different because you are talking to people and feeling their pulse. You can listen to what they say and what they didn't say just out of the way they are expressing. So you can take their numbers, you can understand, if you start in your neighborhood, you already know many of people live in that neighborhood. You already start to understand what the things that they like, their phone number, their email addresses. So data can come in whatever form and however you want to use it. It is available. But what differs between the trad and the digital is that the way they are collected differs. And the how clean or how reliable they are also are in different levels. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, it did. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions, please? Okay. Olubusola, I think that there are no other questions.
Okay, so thank you, Bisoye. I guess so as well. Thanks, everyone. Please stop sharing Bisoye so that the community manager would have the community slide up. Thank you so much. Amarachi, go ahead and share this slide. So, Dr. Jam, over to you. Dr. Jam.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Right.
Thank you so much, Bisoye, for doing justice. I feel like many more people need to hear this. And maybe, well, again, we'll share the recording. So the recording should help. We'll make sure to push it so as many business women in the community who need to benefit from this can have access to the recording. Once again, thank you very much for sharing this with us, especially for those of us that have businesses. The comments you made around adverts. I must say that for me, I had a trauma response to paid ads on IG because of what Mama Phil also shared. I knew many people who invested thousands and thousands of naira into adverts, and then they wake up one day, their account is gone for good. I mean, not to be recovered. no matter the number of followers they have. And I just told myself that can never be me. I'm too, the Jebu in me will not allow that kind of thing. Fine. That means my page won't really grow. That means, my messaging will reach some people. But I could not deal with the trauma of, but you've given a lot of context around how to sort of manage that. So I must say that I really appreciate that. And I trust that, like I said, the recording will be shared widely so that many more people can benefit from this. And like the community director said earlier, we will be one on May 3rd. So May 3rd, 2025, we launched She Finds Her Voice. A lot has happened. We've had a couple of programs. We had our International Women's Day in March, which was our first physical event, and it was a hit. And we cannot wait to host many more. But as we prepare for the first year anniversary, we're launching a digital platform because we've realized that if we want to empower women, we can't pay lip service to the vision and the mission that we have set for ourselves. So we want a platform that helps us bring all of these things together. It will have links to our past programs. There will be resources for women to benefit from. Because I believe that when women find their voices, they have to find it on many levels, emotionally, be in a good place, have a thriving career or business. I believe in the spiritual angle as well, have a relationship with whatever supreme being you believe in. And then, of course, money conversations, because if we have money, we have voice, really. So all of those things are important, and there are things we want to work with women in the community on to make sure that we truly can find our voices. We can use our voices and we can thrive while we're doing that. And that's the essence of this digital platform. And it's our 1-year anniversary initiative. So we will share for as many who are not on the group, who are not on the WhatsApp group, please, Amara, how do they join? Maybe you want to share the link here now so that they can click and they don't miss out, because we will share.
It's in the comment section already.
Fantastic.
In the
So
chat
we will
box,
share the link. I think
we
the
have the
page is
page up.
showing now.
Yeah.
The digital platform is showing now. It's web hosted, so it's a web page, a website. But it has a couple of things. So it has, like I said, resources, upcoming events, past events that we've had, details about our life matron, who is on the call, by the way. And that's one thing about Mama Phil. She will always join our sessions. She will always be there, providing support and guidance for us. And Mama Phil, we do not take it for granted. But the essence of this platform really is because we want to empower women, and we don't want location to be an hindrance. So people are able to create accounts on the digital platform. We have a page for announcements and upcoming events and all of that. Like I talked about resources as well. And it's because we know, and that's part of what Bisoye also emphasized, we cannot downplay the place of technology. And so we don't want to be that community that is in the dark ages. No. Very soon, we're going to embed even AI features on this platform. But because I believe in the community members being the first beneficiaries. So the link will be shared on the WhatsApp group for everybody to come on the page as first set of testers. Come and experience the platform. What do you think? What should we add? What should we remove as we bring our women together and we grow a thriving community? And then on May 3rd, we will then launch it officially to the general public. But I wanted members of the community to experience it first. There are many things this digital platform can become. That's the truth. But for starters, we want it to be an avenue where we come together, where we share ideas, and where we can say this is our own. The website is www.shefindshervoice.org. But like I said, we'll share on the group for people to go, try to sign in, give us feedback. What do you like? What should we add? And all of that. So we will make sure to do that. And we look forward to feedback from everybody who goes on the platform. And like I said, on May 3rd, we'll have a proper launch. We will just share it again, just share widely. We're supposed to have another physical event before the end of the year, but we will communicate that in the course of the year. Our monthly webinars will continue. We will continue to sample the best time so that people are not worn out. And we want to make sure that we're also we're addressing topics that are of importance to women. So we've done a lot in the past few weeks. We've talked about visibility. I don't know how Bisoye did our headshot. It's a beautiful one. I imagine that it was a photo shoot from your birthday. But we in the community, we don't even go to studios anymore. We don't. Once we have a picture that has makeup on it, we have different. We used to perform miracle with headshots. I'm sure that people who have used style swap here, they can relate. So yes, that's one of the things we've given to women in the community. A tool that helps them generate power headshots in minutes, without spending time in photo shoots, changing outfits. So we're big on visibility. We want to look the part. We want to show up in a room. We want people to see our online presence and know that we didn't come to play. So many of these things. So again, we've talked about today for people who have businesses, how to improve on our brands and marketing and all that. And then we'll go on conversations around family, marriage, faith, as well as our finances. So all of those webinars will come up in the course of the year. Like I said, we'll have another physical event before the end of the year. I think I've touched on all the key elements. So yes, for everybody who was able to join today, thank you. You could have been doing anything with your Sunday evening rather, but you chose to be here and we don't take it for granted. So thank you everyone. Over to you, Busola. So yes, that's the page is showing now, or the web page. And like I said, we will share the link so you guys can test run, give us feedback. What should we add? What should we remove? It is our community. So what do you want to see? If you have my personal number, send me a personal DM. You can write it on the group. You've gone on the page. When we share the link, whatever feedback you have, please feel free to share. We want to improve it so that it gives us the wow experience that we deserve as power women. Thank you very much. Over to you, Busola.
Thank you, Dr. Jam. So congratulations to every one of us in the community. We have a web page. Yay! So I'm believing everyone would explore the page and give us the feedback accordingly, just like Dr. Jam has said. It's 8 p.m. on the dot, like we always do, the tradition before we leave any webinar or any event that we do, we close with our affirmations. Amarachi, can you make that a full screen so that everybody can recite that? So everyone would unmute and we read the affirmations together. Are we together? Please unmute. If you're
Yes,
able
we
to turn
are.
on your camera, you can do that, and then we read the affirmations and call it the night. Thank you for attending this session. And for everyone that started with us and waited to the end of the session, we appreciate you and we love you. And this community would make the right impact that you hope to get in your various field, personal life, professional life, career, spiritual life. Hopefully, amen. All right, are we ready? Can I have a yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Was that Lario? All right, let's go, guys. My voice matters.
My
and
voice
deserves
matters and deserves to be
heard. I
I
am
am
enough
enough
just as I am.
I speak with
I speak with
confidence,
confidence,
clarity,
clarity, and
and purpose.
purpose.
I trust
I trust
myself and my
myself and my
journey.
journey.
Every step I take
I
is a
take
step
is a
toward
step
becoming
towards
who I was
becoming who
created to
was
be.
created to be.
I
I
release
release
fear
fear
and welcome
and
courage.
welcome courage.
I honor my past, but I'm not defined by
Not
it.
defined by it.
I choose
I
to
choose
rise
to rise
above
above
doubt
doubt
and
and
shine
shine
brightly.
brightly.
I give myself
I give
permission to
myself
dream
permission
big
to
and go
dream
after
big
it.
and go
My
after it.
story has power and it
My
inspires
story has
others.
power and it inspires others.
I attract
I
opportunities
attract
that align with
opportunities
my
that align with my
purpose.
purpose.
I am free
I'm
to
free
redefine
to
myself
redefine
at any
myself
point in
at
life.
any point in life.
I radiate
I
strength,
radiate strength,
beauty, and grace.
beauty, and grace.
I deserve to take up space and
I
make up
deserve to take up
and make
space
an
and make
impact.
an impact.
I
I
celebrate my
celebrate my
uniqueness and walk
uniqueness.
boldly
I
in
walk
it.
boldly in
Celebrate
it.
my
I am growing,
uniqueness and
healing,
work
and
boldly on
evolving
it.
every
I
day.
am growing,
I'm growing,
healing,
healing,
and
and
evolving every day.
evolving every day.
I
I
set
set
boundaries
I
with
boundaries
set
with
love
boundaries
love
with love,
in
stand
them.
firm
stand
in
firm in
them.
I
them.
choose to use my
I choose
voice
to use my
I
voice
use
to
my voice
uplift
to
and
uplift and
uplift
empower,
and
empower,
empower,
surrounded by love,
surrounded by
surrounded
support,
by
and
love,
love,
sisterhood.
support,
I
support,
am a
and
woman of
and
sisterhood.
purpose,
sisterhood.
power, and
I am
peace.
a
I
woman of
am a woman of
purpose,
purpose, power, and
power, and
peace.
peace.
Thank you all. Thanks for being here. Give us
Thank you.
reactions.
Thank you. Have a good
It's
night
been a
rest
wonderful
and a
2
great
hour.
week
We love
ahead. Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you. Thank
Jam.
you.
Thank you, Sister
Yeah.
Busola. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
A great
you.
week
Have a
ahead.
nice week ahead.
Bye.
Continue to make impact. Beautiful women of the community. Bye.